I'll let you know before you try to go. Now this is my own show. Not a script or flip could make me stop, so just behave. I mean there's no escape. Let's hope you make that drop, because you really don't want to take me off. And oh, what fun. I will tell you what to do and you will get it done. And oh, don't run. You'll find your nightmare here has only just begun. Welcome to my horror show. Now it's starting pretty. Oh, I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me. Are you reading the walls? Did you get my clues? There's a debt to repay for now. You'll do.
Welcome, one and all, to another episode of Horror for Dummies. This is episode 206. And on this episode, once again, I'm joined by myself, because Mushroom is still out in the wild world of Canada. Right now, he's still enjoying his time off. So, once again, it's just me for this little segment anyway. What I decided to do on this episode is decided to just take a break and do something fun instead of reviewing a movie. So I decided, look, this all stems from the Padded Room podcast. And I was listening to their show, Darian and over there, and Jason and Buddy, Monica, and all those guys over there. Great podcast, you guys should check it out. But they had a little discussion over there about franchises, horror movie franchises, and which one's the best, which one's not so great. And it got me to thinking, that would be a fun bracket episode to do. So I decided to go ahead and do that. I didn't realize how many fucking horror movie franchises are out there. So we decided to compile a list of 64 horror movie franchises, and I'm going to get good friends of mine and great podcasters to help me basically narrow it down to one, till we find out which, in our opinion, is the greatest horror movie franchise out there. So that's what we're doing on this episode. It's going to be a lot of fun. So there won't be any reviews per se or anything like that. There will be like thoughts on franchises, but no new reviews. There won't be a raw review on this episode or anything like that. But it's going to be a fun ride. And if you're into that, if you feel like you could come on this ride with us, well, we're glad to have you. Trying to get that out of my mouth was tough. Right, so anyway, horror movie franchises. This one's going to be a lot of fun. With me on this show, I've got three hosts, and I'm going to introduce them in a second, but let me just get this cold open happening right now. With me, I've got a good friend of ours, Rob Humphrey, from the Slasher Radio podcast, and also This Horror Life. Both podcasts that are absolutely great, and you need to check them out. Rob is a great guy. He's so much fun. He's funny as all hell as well. And he's not afraid to let you know his opinions on certain films. And there are times where maybe his opinions are unpopular, and there are times where his opinions are basically the same as everyone else's. But he's not afraid to tell you exactly how it feels, and I like that about Rob. You'll hear him on this episode talking trash about some movies that we might love, and loving some movies that we might hate. But you know what? That's the fun thing about being a horror fan. You know, we can all have different opinions, but still come together in the end and just enjoy horror movies as a whole. So Rob Humphrey from Slasher Radio and This Horror Life is our first guest on this show. A second and third guest, I've recruited our best friends, basically. And the two people that we have on this show all the fucking time, because we just love them. And that is Heather and Scott from the Friday Nightmares podcast. We've said so much about these guys that I think by now you're probably thinking, are these guys just part of Horror for Dummies? Like, the amount of trash talk we talk about each other, and the amount of times that we We tell each other how much we love each other or how sexy we are. We should just put a ring on each other. Just get married. Just do it and just get it over with. So I've invited Heather and Scott onto this show because they're just great. They're a lot of fun. Friday Night West podcast, I've been listening since episode 1, and I've loved every episode of it. It's such a great show. They do somewhat kind of reviews, but they do it in a creative way where they'll take a subject or a topic and they'll cover it. For example, at the moment they're going through countries of the world, and they just released their German episode. So they're just focusing on movies from Germany, and it's really interesting. It's really cool because there's movies that I've never heard about that they talk about. It's just a really good, fun podcast. On top of that, they also do cover new release movies and things like that. So give Friday Nightmares a go. They're definitely worth it. So that's our guests on this episode. It's going to be a fun one, and they're going to get interesting. Let me just say that. Some of the picks that they chose, I was a bit iffy about, and I didn't expect that to happen. But you know what? It's their opinion. And that's the main thing about this show, is it's just opinions. Nothing is concrete here. We're not saying that this is definitely the best franchise of all time. You have to abide by our rules or anything like that. These are just our opinions. So don't take this episode personally. It's just a fun little game type show. So yes, that's what we're doing on episode 206. Before we jump into the main event, which is the bracket, I thought we would still continue to do question of the week. So enough jibber jabber from me. Why don't we just bust a move, as young MC would say, and discuss it. So, question of the week.
Question of the week.
Question of the week for last week was, what's the best horror movie franchise? You see how I did that? Pretty creative. So we have Nick Sultana, who said Evil Dead. Evil Dead is in this bracket, let me tell you that. Trucker Trent said, tough call. Most only have 1 or 2 really good movies and repeat what they did best. But I'd say Psycho continues the story well, 1 to 3. That's interesting, man. The Psycho franchise is definitely in the bracket, but that's an interesting pick. We have Aaron Barda. Sorry, Aaron, I'm probably butchering your name. I'm like that, you know. He said, pound for pound, Child's Play. There we go, Child's Play, all right. Zim Vader says Friday the 13th, but Jaws deserves special credit for the different franchise scores and also for having a different killer in each movie. I love that. When I first read that, I fucking pissed myself because, you know what, he's not wrong. They're all different sharks, but it just made me laugh. I mean, you can also say the same about Scream. They're all different killers, just the same costume, so... B. Dramine said Friday the 13th. It's the franchise that helped make me into a horror fan when I was young. Very nice, Bede. Alison May Ferguson said Twilight with a laughing emoji. She's joking, guys. She's joking. Serious answer, Chucky. So the Child's Play franchise. She continues, I wish I could say The Boy because the first one was amazing, but the second one annoyed me. You know what? I cannot remember the second one at all. I have seen it for sure, but I do not remember anything that happens in that movie, and maybe there's a reason for that, but... And last we've got Mr. Lance Langford here. He said Child's Play all the way and still going strong. The new series is absolute genius. Ooh, there we go. So, I will tell you right now that everyone's pick has made it onto the bracket except for Twilight. Sorry, Allison. Twilight did not make it on the bracket. But yeah, so you'll be fighting, or you'll be rooting for which other franchise you want to win. With that being said, question for next week, and I want to know, what is the weirdest horror movie you've ever seen? So hit your answers back up on the Facebook page. You know where to find it. Facebook.com/Horror for Dummies Super Friends. That's the group. And get your answers into us by next week. Alright, that is it, guys. We are going to jump straight into the main event. No more bullshit from me. Let's get into the fucking meat and potatoes of this show and have some goddamn fun. So that's it for me. Here we go. Feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
What is up? It is Horror for Dummies time, and we are here with a fun episode for this one. We've decided to decide what is the best horror franchise out there, and we're doing it in a bracket form. And if you guys have listened to our bracket episodes before, you know that I usually walk away really cranky because it doesn't usually go my way. So this time, instead, I'm not going to be a part of this. I'm actually just the judge. Instead, I've picked 3 of the best horror podcasters out there to decide for me. So without further ado, let's just introduce them all. For making his debut on Horror for Dummies, we have the reigning, defending, undisputed Wrestling for Dummies champion here, Mr. Rob Hungy. What is up, Rob?
What's happening, Tim? I am happy to be here, although it was exhausting having to fill in for Luffy and write this whole show.
And there we go. He's going to be so happy you just said that. He's going to piss himself laughing. Thank you for that. So, Rob, thank you so much for having us. Rob here, you have 2 podcasts.
Yes.
One of them I've been binging this whole week because I had like 6 episodes. That is This Horror Life. I am now up to date with it, and I fucking love that show, man. You and Ghost do such a great job.
Ghost is getting mad at me because there's an episode that I should have had out yesterday that I'm still sitting on. I got to get edited.
Well, give it to me.
I'm going to blame you.
Do it. I'm on a This Horror Life like kick at the moment. I've just been just binging all your episodes. I'm usually up to date, but I've dropped the ball a bit. But your other show, Slasher Radio, is another show that I do listen to, but once again, I'm not up to date with that. But that's it, isn't it? You only got the 2 shows?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Those are the 2 shows. Yep. And Slasher Radio is the show where me and my co-host just hate each other and fight all the time. It's just turned into a show to see who can annoy who the most.
That sounds exactly like this show.
I think that's what all podcasts eventually turn into.
Pretty much. Speaking about podcasts that hate each other or take the shit out of each other, we have with us Mr. Scott Crawford and Miss Heather Powell, the Friday Nightmares podcast themselves. How are you guys?
Taco titties. There, I had to bring in Luffy for you.
Jesus Christ.
Doing
I'm
good,
so
buddy.
happy
How are
to
you?
Be here for Wrestling for Dummies. Oh wait, Tim's afraid to have me on that show. Sorry. I'm so excited to be here.
You know what? I was going to ask you off air if you would like to join us, but nah.
You're like, not for you, Heather. So I'm actually I just followed both of Rob's shows on Spotify, which was very easy to find actually, because I'm going to listen to Rob. I'm really excited to meet Rob actually. Like I kind of feel like I'm meeting a celebrity.
It's a real honor, I know.
And it really is, Rob. So I'm coming for your fucking belt, Rob, but we'll talk about that.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Challenge. Oh, I like it.
I mean, I did drop it for a week. Well, I don't remember who, but it wasn't either
Paul,
of you.
wasn't it Paul?
Paul,
Yeah, I think
yes.
Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Paul.
Paul.
I don't like that guy.
Paul was a great competitor, but Heather versus Rob sounds like a better match than the SummerSlam match that was just added today.
Yeah, probably would be more entertaining.
Yeah, that's only about 4 hours from me, and I was thinking about getting tickets, but since you told me that, I'm like, well, I'll just save my money.
Yeah, you've seen that match how many times?
Yeah.
So here we are. We are deciding what the best horror franchise is. We have 64 different horror movie franchises, and like that wasn't even I had more that I could have put on, but 64 is a pretty big amount, so I thought we'd cut it there. But you've got all the ones you can think of in there. You got like the Alien franchise, the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. All those are going to be in here, and it's going to be fun. So, are you guys ready to battle it out and decide which is the greatest horror movie franchise?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of enthusiasm about it, but sure, let's do it.
All right, guys. With that being said, here we go. Round number 1. We have A Nightmare on Elm Street going up against the Hannibal Lecter franchise. So Silence of the Lambs, all that. So we'll start with Rob. Which one is better in your opinion?
Elm Street. I like the Lecter movie. Well, I like Silence of the Lambs. I don't really care for any of the other movies in that franchise. Red Dragon's okay, but there are just better films, I think, throughout the Nightmare franchise.
So you're going Nightmare?
Yeah.
All right. Heather.
Well, Friday Nightmares was named after Scott and I's favorite franchise, and I brought Nightmares to the table. So I'm kind of on Rob's team here. I would like to say that we're the podcaster entertainers, and I'm going to go with Nightmares as well.
All right. I already wrote down Nightmare before you even answered.
Can you imagine if I said something else?
Scott,
That would have been a swerve.
Right?
Scott, even though it doesn't matter, who would you have picked?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I would have still picked Nightmares, even though I'm not as huge of a fan of the franchise. I think there's more better movies, more entertaining movies in that than the Hannibal Lecter series.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Round number 2, we've got the Predator franchise versus Hatchet. Let's go with Scott first.
Oh shit. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Hatchet franchise because I enjoy all 4 of those movies. Where with Predator, I kind of only enjoyed 2 of them.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Heather.
Yeah, this is hard. I've only seen, I think, 2 Predator films, so it's really not fair. And I've seen all the Hatchet films, and I find them really funny. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go with Hatchet as well.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Rob, where would you have been leaning?
I would have gone with Hatchet also, only because I've only seen the first Predator, which is amazing, and then the latest one, which was awful. So I hadn't seen enough though, and I love the Hatchet franchise. I think it's great.
Yep, modern day slasher right there.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Predator 2 isn't as great, obviously, but it's still kind of fun. Predators from 2010, I learned to love it. The AVP films are the second one's fucking dog shit.
Oh, it is.
But
I love the first
one's-
one. It's such a guilty pleasure.
It is. It's a
It
guilty
really
pleasure
is.
movie. But yeah, no. Compare
Yeah.
it to Hatchet. Like, Hatchet's just good, solid gore fun.
Yeah, and I was gonna say because Predator 2 I would say is underrated in my opinion. Like those are the 2 movies I'd say I really do enjoy in that franchise. But
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, round number 3, we've got Dracula. So, anti-Dracula movie, basically, versus Resident Evil. Let's go with Heather first.
Okay. I've seen one Resident Evil movie, and it was the most recent one, Raccoon City.
Wow, so you've never
But-
seen any of the Mila Djokovic ones? Lucky.
Maybe I did, like a long time ago, but
It makes
I could've
sense
been
that you
drunk
forget
that
them.
night, and I don't really remember what happened. So, which sounds like a lot of my nights. Scott knows it's true. I guess I'll have to go with Dracula because I've seen
Okay.
the Dracula films. Yeah.
All right. Scott?
Yeah, so this is like any of the Dracula films?
Yeah, basically.
Well, and because Bram Stoker's Dracula fucking dominates the shit out of the entire Resident Evil franchise, so I'm just gonna have to go Dracula.
Dracula. Rob, what about you?
So far, this is the least entertaining podcast ever. I also would have gone Dracula. I have a real soft spot for the Universal monster movies, and I love those films with Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula is amazing. I've seen one Resident Evil movie. That was the very first one, and it's one of the stupidest things I've ever seen.
Yep.
See, Rob, you say boring, but what you mean is we all have such good taste. That's really
Yes,
what
it's
this
very
is,
harmonious.
right?
This-
Very
This will get
kumbaya.
more interesting, guaranteed. I'm keen for some of these matchups. So Dracula advances over Resident Evil. I saw that coming. I think everyone did. Next we got Pumpkinhead versus The Purge. Rob, let's go with you.
I think the Purge franchise is a franchise of diminishing returns. I've only liked the first one, and they seem to have gotten progressively worse as they have gone along. Pumpkinhead is Pumpkinhead, so I will go with Pumpkinhead.
Oh, okay. All right. Scott.
This one's a tough one because I have only seen Pumpkinhead 1. And I have seen all the Purge films. I think I'm going to have to say The Purge just because I've seen them all and I do enjoy them.
Oh, shit.
You
That means
son of a
Heather.
bitch.
Aw, this is where we do the heel turn, Rob. You knew it was coming. I actually have a guilty pleasure for the Purge movies. Now I agree with Rob; they get progressively worse. The last one was dreadful, but I enjoy people getting mad and killing each other, especially like when the bad people get killed who are trying to hurt other people. So, and I've seen one Pumpkinhead film. I just # found out today that there were more. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Purge.
Oh, okay. Rob, are you all right?
I'm all right. I mean, it's not like I'm not in love with the Pumpkinhead franchise, so I mean it's fine. I feel like the Purge franchise is just a look at like living in America on a daily basis, so I don't find
That's
it
what I
very
think it
interesting.
is. I figure it's a tourism like film that you show to people to go to America.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
And that one movie where they get people from other countries going there just to kill people.
I think that's the second one, isn't it?
Yeah.
The second or
can't
third one.
remember.
Yeah, it's one of those.
And then-
I remember that.
And then go figure in the final movie, or the last movie, Canada and Mexico are saving us.
Yeah, just saying. Just saying, Scott. I would bring you in. Don't you worry.
Oh, I know
No
you would.
space there.
All right. So Purge advances over Pumpkinhead. Next match, we've got the Candyman franchise going up against the Maniac Cop. So we'll start with Heather.
Oh, fucking Candyman. If anything, for the first film. I
Okay.
love the Candy. I liked the readaptation or sequel or whatever you want to call it that came out last year. I like Candyman. I like the story. Candyman.
All right. Rob, what about you?
I will also go with Candyman.
Shit.
The original film is one of the best horror movies ever. I think it's great. The sequel is slept on too. Candyman: Farewell to the Flesh, I think it's called,
Yep.
is actually really pretty good. And the newest movie that they made, I thought was excellent. Yeah, it's got to be Candyman.
I knew
Oh,
you
it's
were going
dirty
to
pool
go
to play. It's dirty pool to make me vote against Maniac Cop because it does star Tom Atkins.
Scott, where would you have landed?
I would have also landed with Candyman. Just because, once
Okay.
again, like what they said, first movie is a fucking masterpiece, and the newer movie was really good, and Farewell to Flesh was good. We can forget about the Donna D'Errico starring one, the Day of the Dead or whatever it was.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
It's been a
just got
while
a-
since I've seen that.
I got a notification that you can get the Blu-ray A Day of the Dead for like $8 on Amazon right now if you want to pick
Oh
it up.
shit! Perfect.
Pass. All right. This next match is gonna be interesting. I'm keen to see where you guys land. So we've got the Tremors franchise
Mm.
going up against Wreck.
Oh fuck.
Scott, do you want to go first?
I don't wanna, because this is tough. Because once again, this is one where I've only seen Rec 1 and Quarantine. I have not seen any of the other sequels. Rec 1 is absolutely fucking incredible. Tremors, I love part 1, and then the rest are diminishing returns, but still entertaining as fuck. Oh, fuck. And after listening to you guys' reviews of Rec, man. Oh, shit. I think I'm going to have to go Tremors.
Oh shit! Wow. Okay. All right. Heather, what about you?
Oh, I love Rec, and I actually really enjoyed your reviews. Unlike
Oh,
Scott, I'm a real fan.
Hey, I enjoyed him as well, smartass.
I'm a real fan. So I'm gonna go with Rec.
Shit. All right, Rob, it's up to you now.
I agree. The Rec reviews were terrible.
Ooh, heel turn.
No, I I haven't seen enough really of either franchise. What I have seen of them both, I have liked Wreck much better. Trimmers is just not my thing. I don't know. Sorry to the dad from Family Ties. You're great, but those movies.
Wow, okay. Wreck over Tremors. Okay, this next one is going to be fun for someone. We have Slumber Party Massacre versus Gremlins.
Oh fuck.
Heather, let's go with you first.
Heather.
Now, I know Gremlins only has 2 movies in it, which doesn't really classify as a franchise, but I needed to put it in here for Scott. So,
Yeah.
Heather,
That's your boyfriend. That's why.
well, and Heather, think carefully about this because this may be the end of Friday Nightmares.
So, Rob, you looking to start a third podcast?
Funny that you ask.
You know what
There's been an idea kicking around.
Oh, really? So we should talk about that later. I actually am going to shock Scott because I'm actually going to go with Gremlins. I actually think they're better films.
Yay!
They are.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Rob next because I know where Scott's going to land.
Yes.
It has to be Gremlins. Both of those movies are masterpieces in their own way.
Rob, you are my best friend.
Scott, you better not be cheating on me now.
Oh no, you're my lover. Don't worry, Tim. You're still my boo.
I'm much closer, Scott. And I know it gets cold on those Michigan winters.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Hey.
Oh, is this gonna be a bracket of Tim and Rob now? Oh shit.
Yeah. Why don't we just have a sandwich?
Yeah, oh, I'm totally the meat. Treat me like a Chinese finger trap.
Oh, man.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
I'll just watch and masturbate in the corner, guys.
Scott, I don't even think I need to ask you which franchise is better in your opinion.
Well, of course, it's Slumber Party Massacre. Duh.
He loves Slumber Party Massacre.
I mean, those movies are fucking fun and amazing, but no, Gremlins. I would be doing a disservice if I like that'd be like Tim choosing like Slumber Party Massacre over Jaws. You can't do it.
That ain't gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Gremlins fucking takes it.
Yeah. It should be noted though, Slumber Party Massacre. Those movies are a lot of fun. They're really entertaining films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're just not Gremlins.
Exactly.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Frankenstein going up against Child's Play.
Oh.
So, Rob, do you want to take this one?
Sure. This is tough though. I said before I have a real soft spot for the Universal monsters, and Frankenstein has some amazing movies. But I do think I have to pick Child's Play. Child's Play is one of those franchises where there aren't really any major misses in that franchise. Like all the movies are okay.
Seed of Chucky.
Yeah, I know. But that's the one standout bad one, right? Like when you look at all the other franchises, it holds up. It stands up pretty well on its own. So yeah, I'll pick Child's Play.
All right. Heather.
Yeah, for me, it's Child's Play. I think that series, I just think it was really brilliant when that first movie came out. And I think it really capitalized on the Skipper dolls that were out at the time. And like an evil doll coming to life, yeah, it's been done before, but Chucky was a little different. And how that franchise has morphed, and even my non-horror friends know who Frankenstein is because it's a Universal monster and stuff, but a lot of people know who Chucky is, and I think that's just really iconic for something from the 80s to be that well known. There's only a couple of icons that are that well known among non-horror fans.
Wow. Okay. I would have totally been taking Frankenstein on this, but that's me.
Well, you're not playing, so it doesn't matter what you take him.
Scott, bring it back now. Come on, Frankenstein for the win here, even though it doesn't count.
Well, once again, this is just a fucking tough one because of all the Universal monsters, Frankenstein is my favorite, and it like Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein the original is They're both masterpieces. However, Child's Play has become my all-time favorite franchise because of what Rob had said. There is not a bad entry in that. I will even say I enjoy Seed of Chucky. It is cringe, but I still enjoy that one. And then if you add the season of the sci-fi TV series to this as well, it's fucking brilliant. It's going on like several hours of Chucky, and you just can't fuck with the Chuck.
For the record, I did not say I liked Seed of Chucky.
Well, no, but you're saying but you said I know what you meant.
You guys are voting for someone who has a son called Shitface.
It's Glenn.
Let that sit.
Judgment. You live in Australia, okay? Don't you have to go punch a shark, Tim?
That's tomorrow, but already booked it in.
How often do you see kangaroos, Tim?
I don't know.
He rides one to work every day. He just
Monthly?
You're right. I feel like in my head there's just kangaroos everywhere.
No. It depends. Like if I'm traveling out in the bush, yeah, I might see some on the side of the road, or I might see some dead on the side of the road.
Oh,
but
that's terrible.
Yeah, it's
but
sad,
they're not.
isn't it?
They're not
I gotta
like.
say, I do love traveling in the bush.
Scott's been there many times.
But yeah, they're not like in my backyard.
Are they like mean?
No. They just
Have
do
you ever
their
fought
things.
one?
No, fuck that. No, you don't want to. I'd rather.
This
fight
isn't
sharks.
this isn't the Rob Ask Questions About Australia podcast. I get that, but I'm so fascinated by it.
No, this is really interesting, Rob. Keep going. Let's hear
Yeah.
more.
No, they just do their things. They're not usually. I've never really come face to face with one in the wild. I've always just been driving past them. So, but like even if I did, I wouldn't go near it because they can fuck you up. They have claws, and some of them are massive. Like you're talking like 7 foot tall. If they stand up.
Really, they get that big?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh god.
I've seen some videos of some of them, and the males are muscular.
Oh yeah.
I've seen some videos like that too.
Yeah, no, they get
wrong
they
video.
get... Sorry. All right. Next match, we've got the Lost Boys franchise versus Paranormal Activity. Heather, let's go with you.
Shit, there was more than one Lost Boy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And you're better off with that. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're missing absolutely nothing.
So like only because I've seen more of the paranormal, which I don't necessarily. I think it's real fucking weird eventually. But I'm gonna go with that only because I haven't seen the other Lost Boy ones.
You don't. Lost Boys is my second favorite film of all time. You don't need to see the other ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good
they're
to know.
bad.
Good
They're
to know.
really
Good
bad.
to know. Okay.
Scotty.
Yeah, I'm gonna go paranormal. I've only seen 3 of them, but they were all way better than like 3 movies of the Lost Boys. And I mean, Lost Boys in my eyes, like I do enjoy that movie, but it is the Twilight for the 80s.
How dare you?
Tim's like, and that was the day Scott was dead to me.
I will get you back for that. Just you wait.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
Rob, what would you have chosen?
I would have chosen Lost Boys because I like that original movie much better than anything else in the Paranormal Activity franchise. But I also hate the Paranormal Activity movies.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're terrible. I call it the Where's Waldo of horror. It's like you got to sit there and stare at the screen, and then your friend goes, "Did that move? I think that moved." And you're like, "I don't know. Maybe it moved. I didn't see it. I think maybe that thing moved." It's and they got a whole movie, and the whole second movie, they're just baffled by a pool cleaner that keeps getting out of the pool. It's like a haunted pool cleaner movie. It's really dumb.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
And the villain is a demon named Toby. Get the fuck out of here.
Holy shit. I love the Paranormal Activity movies, but now every time I watch them, I'm just gonna think of Rob saying it's Where's Waldo.
Right.
That's fucking amazing. All right. This one's gonna be interesting. We've got the Romero Dead franchise, so the Living Dead franchise, going up against Hills Have Eyes. Rob, let's go with you.
This is tough. Because the Romero, I mean, the first three movies are
Phenomenal.
untouchable.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Yep.
Everything after that.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge fan of The Hills Have Eyes. The only one I really liked was the remake. I thought that was okay, but I didn't like any of the other movies in that franchise. I guess I'll pick the Romero films just because those three are so fucking good.
That's fair. Scott, what about you?
Yeah, I am with Rob on this. I will be going with the Dead franchise just because, yeah, Night, Dawn, Day are incredible masterpieces. Land of the Dead's fun, and I have a little soft spot for Diary of the Dead, even though it's a terrible movie. And yeah, Hills Have Eyes. The first one and the remake are decent and good, and the sequels to both of those not so good.
Yeah. Heather?
I'm with the group on this. I think they've said all that we need to say here.
The Dead. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Next matchup, we've got Jeepers Creepers versus the Wolfman. Scott?
Okay, yeah, a universal monster is getting through for me. That's Wolfman. Fuck Jeepers Creepers.
Heather?
Oh, well, do you guys know that Jeepers Creepers is based off of Scott's life story?
Oh my God.
He's the creeper.
Oh.
Just kidding, Scotty.
Wow, really?
And then I was off Friday Nightmares. So I'm going to go with the Wolfman as well.
She means it's based off the movie, not the people who made the movie.
Yeah, that's
Scott.
what I meant, Kim.
I hope that's the case.
Of course. You're like some creepy alien that drives a shady car around and cuts up people.
That somehow
That's
got a
much better.
customized license plate.
You know what? We do what we got to do in Michigan. It makes sense that would happen there. Like, let's be realistic.
No. Rob?
What were the choices? Wolfman and Jeepers Creepers. Wolfman all day.
I saw that one coming.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Jeepers Creepers franchise, really. And I watched that the third movie only because I had to for a podcast. And holy God, is it terrible?
It's pretty bad. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got Wishmaster going up against The Omen. So, Rob, let's go with you first.
I enjoy Wishmaster, although it is sort of the Wishmaster series is sort of like the Ernest series of horror films, where it's like Wishmaster goes to prison, Wishmaster goes to college.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but they're fun. I do like them, but I mean, it's The Omen. And I think that's sort of an underrated franchise. I actually think the sequels aren't that bad for The Omen. They sort of, they don't have the greatest reputation. They're not great, but I think they're fine. So yeah, I'll go with The Omen.
All right. Scott?
Well, I was going to go The Omen, but then when Rob compared Wishmaster to Ernest, fuck. That makes it really tough here because, Ernest is one of my favorite comedy franchises. So, no, it's The Omen.
There we go. Heather?
I'm with the group here, Omen.
All right. Let's get to the next one. We've got Silent Night, Deadly Night, the franchise, going up against Hellraiser. Heather, we'll go with you first.
All I can hear, Doc? What do you think about that, Doc? The fucking second one. I much rather prefer the Hellraiser franchise. I think 1 and 2 are awesome, and I watched 3 recently, and I didn't mind it. So I'm gonna go with Hellraiser.
All right, Scott.
I mean, you guys can't see me, but my eyebrows are acting the fuck out of this right now. Man, yeah, I love part 1 of Silent Night, Deadly Night, and part 2 is a guilty pleasure because it's so trash. But then everything after that is pathetic and garbage. But yeah, Hellraiser, honestly, it gets a bad reputation as a franchise because there are some good later sequels, in my opinion. So yeah, I will have to go Hellraiser because obviously just comparing the first 2 movies to the first 2 of Silent Night, Deadly Night, It's no contest. Those movies are incredible.
And Rob?
I would have gone against the grain here, apparently, because I would have
Oh.
gone Silent Night, Deadly Night. I've only seen the first two Silent Night, Deadly Night films, but I love both of them. And I've seen the entire Hellraiser franchise. And this is a hot take, I guess, of sorts, but I just don't get it. Like, the first movie is really good, but the rest of them, I was just like, yeah, all right, I'm out.
Wow.
I see where you're coming from, Rob. I do. I love them just because of the different Cenobites and everything like that. The stories around them can get really weird and dumb.
Yeah.
But it's just the look of the Cenobites that I love. Has anyone here seen Silent Night, Deadly Night 3?
Yes.
Yes. Oh boy.
I had to watch all of them for a podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
The Toy Maker one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Moseley in part 3. Boy.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so Hellraiser advances over Silent Night. All right, next matchup is going to be really interesting. We have the Anaconda franchise going up against Jaws. Rob, let's go with you first.
Well, it has to be Anaconda, right? It's got Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm. Ice Cube!
No, it's clearly Jaws. I mean, the Anaconda movies are what they are. They're fun or whatever. It's Jaws. I mean, Jaws is a nearly perfect film, the original one.
Nearly.
And yeah, nearly. It's not quite, but it's nearly. And I enjoy Jaws 2, even though it's just kind of like, oh, well, let's just do that again. I think Jaws 3 is so bad, it's hilarious and a good time to watch. And I won't talk about Jaws the Revenge. But
no,
yeah,
please, by all means, tell me your feelings about Jaws the Revenge.
I think we all know. We all have the same feeling except for you about Jaws the Revenge.
Oh, you might be surprised.
I did have a guy. We had a guest on a Slasher Radios. The guy's been on our show a couple of times. He's sort of known for having crazy hot takes, so that's why we have him on, because it's fun. And on the most recent episode that he was on, he proclaimed that Jaws the Revenge is the best movie in the Jaws franchise.
Okay.
Huh.
I also agree with that. Besides the first.
Well, that's I could not wrap my head around what he was saying. He broke me. There's just a stunned silence. Yeah, I don't. Jaws of Revenge is awful, but the first three are great in their own way. So and Anaconda, I mean, it's Anaconda. It's got John Voight doing some weird accent that you can't place, and Ice Cube running around. I mean, it's fun, but it's not Jaws.
Agreed. Heather.
I love anacondas. Oh, but we're talking about the movies.
Wrong anacondas, Heather.
You know what you said once, Tim? I wrote in that I was afraid of trouser snakes, and you're like, I know Heather is definitely not afraid. Jaws are you guys said it. Jaws is a better franchise, and I don't mind Jaws: Revenge. I think it's cute. I think there's actually a cute little love story in it too. Actually, I kind of find Dorbs. Not gonna lie. But yeah, overall, it's a more entertaining franchise. But fuck SeaWorld. Fuck you, SeaWorld.
That's fair.
Right.
Scott.
All right, so this is Luffy versus Tim.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Is that what it is? Oh,
Pretty much is.
Yeah, the good point.
But I gotta go with the Jaws franchise because I mean, part 1 is an amazing film. Part 2 it annoys me, but because of just the rehashing of shit and not believing the cop, even though he knew what was going on in the first movie. But let's not go past that. Part 3 sucks. Part 4 is probably the one I would rewatch the most out of the entire franchise because it's just fucking entertaining as shit. I love it. Yes. And then there's Cruel Jaws from the Italian.
Oh yeah,
including.
Oh
that.
yeah,
think of that one.
High five.
And I mean, how can you not have a Jaws film with a Star Wars theme in it? I mean, but no, that franchise is just way more entertaining than the Anaconda one for sure.
Yeah. in a way, I feel like I've opened a door and stepped into some crazy world where everyone loves Jaws the Revenge all of a sudden. The hell's wrong with you guys?
I think everyone can agree that it's horrible and so poorly
Yes.
written, but it's so entertaining at the same time.
Michael Caine and his little love affair, and they go for
Michael
little walkies on the beach, and it's so
So-
cute. Oh,
Michael Caine.
yeah.
You know what's funny? I did not even realize that it's Luffy's favorite franchise going up against my favorite franchise. I do all these like random. They're randomly picked as who's going up against each other. So that's funny that you mentioned that.
Yeah, it's like as soon as you
Luffy's
said it, I'm
favorite-
going, he did this on purpose.
Luffy's favorite franchise is Anaconda.
I don't know if it's favorite franchise, but he fucking loves the first Anaconda movie. He just thinks
Yeah.
it's the most entertaining thing ever.
He's not wrong. It is really entertaining. All right. But if that's his favorite franchise, you are doing a really bad job at picking movies. Tim.
I'll
mean, this
ask
is
him when he
Luffy,
comes
though.
back. Yeah. He does things to just piss me off though. So he'll probably say that it is. All right, next matchup we've got Poltergeist going up against Hostel. Heather.
Oh man, like the Hostel movies are a guilty pleasure for me. I even like the third one when they're in Las Vegas and like their lives get turned upside down. And as much as Poltergeist is probably a better film, I'm gonna go with my heart here, and I like the Hostel films more.
Interesting. All right, Rob.
Well, I just learned that there's a third Hostel movie. I didn't even know that existed. I don't know. I mean, because Poltergeist is a great movie, but the franchise is kind of trash. But Hostel's just kind of trash from the word go. I mean, it's Eli Roth. I'll go with Poltergeist, but honestly, either one of these could lose, and I wouldn't care.
All right, Scott. You have to pick the winner here.
All right. Yeah, I've never seen part 3 of Hostel. That's just because I really didn't care after seeing part 1 and 2. They were fine. Poltergeist, I've watched all of them, and I will say Poltergeist 1, amazing. Poltergeist 2, entertaining. Poltergeist 3, blah. And then Poltergeist Remake, not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. So I will say Poltergeist.
There we go. Wow. Poor Heather.
It's okay. An island of one.
All right, let's go with the Puppet Master franchise
Oh, boy.
Oh.
going up against what I think, in my opinion, is the better Gremlins movie, Critters.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's your
we're-
payback there.
That we're fucking broken up now.
Aww.
So,
That's
Scott.
sad.
Critters or Puppet Master?
Well, Puppet Master franchise has a sequel in it called Puppet Master Legacy, which is literally a movie that rehashes part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6 as a clip show. And I had to review that with Duncan McLeish, and I gave it a fucking 0 because it was a waste of time and just retarded. Sorry, shouldn't use that word, but just terrible.
It's okay.
Terrible.
Tim doesn't care. He says offensive shit on his podcast all the time.
It's true.
It's not offensive to me though.
That's why.
But as you can tell, that movie angers me. Because there's like 15 of those fucking Puppet Master movies.
There is a lot, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm going Critters because Critters has a solid 4 entertaining films. I'm ignoring that Shudder made for TV or web series bullshit. That was awful. Fucking
Yep.
Critter, fucking a human. Okay, what? Anyways, yeah. So Critters it is.
All right, Rob, let's go with you.
Oh, geez. Jeez, I don't really care. Can I just not care? I've seen both of these franchises. I've seen the first movie and went, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to see any more of this. So I'm basically going off the first movies in each franchise, and that is it. So What'd Scott pick? What'd you pick, Scott? Critters?
I pick Critters.
All right. We'll make Heather decide. I'll go with Puppet Master.
Finally, my time has come. I don't know, these two stellar franchises. It's so hard to choose. I'm definitely gonna go with Wooden Puppets That Come Alive because that's
Oh my God.
like
Fuck,
lots
what?
of people are terrified of
What?
that shit, man. I've met people that are straight out afraid of puppets. It's a thing.
Oh, my brain.
So you're
hurts.
really choosing Puppet Master?
Yeah, I've never seen a Critters movie.
You haven't seen Critters?
Oh, Look, I'm too busy watching film festival movies and other hoity-toity art house films. I don't have time for that shit. I gotta sound smart on my podcast. I haven't seen
You need
Critters.
to- you need to
You
go
do
back and
realize
watch
who you
Critters.
podcast with, right? You don't have to sound smart at all.
That's a true good point. But I guess we'll have to cover Critters, Scott. I can be like,
Yes,
oh yeah.
yes, we will, because Critters is fun. A lot of fun.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
well, you say okay. We'll talk later. Sometimes you say fun, and that means like I'm just grossed out for an hour and a half. So
That's true.
we'll see.
All right, so Puppet
I'm keen
Master.
on this.
Puppet Master goes over Critters. Oh, my heart
That
You're
hurts.
hurts.
That hurts
fine.
my soul.
You know what? Maybe you should have played, Tim. Maybe you should have played. Okay.
All right, let's get to the next one. We've got Creature from the Black Lagoon franchise going up against Scream. Heather?
Oh fuck. Probably Scream. Oh, Scream.
Yep.
Scream. Yeah.
Rob?
Creature from the Black Lagoon is my favorite Universal horror film. Yeah, I love it. It's such a great movie. The other ones are less good, but still very good. Scream. Oh, geez, I don't know. Because they only have that
You like
one
scary
miss.
movies, Rob? Is that what you don't know?
Yeah, Scream. Scream only has that one miss for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you think there are more in Scream, really?
No. I'm just laughing that you've made up your decision.
Yeah, I think it's Scream. Damn these games.
Let's just say this. There is a sequel in The Creature from the Black Lagoon where he wears a suit.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's cool. Though.
Right.
Legit.
Yeah, that's cool. If we now,
you go-
it would change if The Shape of Water counted as a Creature from the Black Lagoon movie.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite movie of all time. Tim watches it and does a quick review where he's like, "Yeah, it's shit."
I didn't say it was
It's
shit.
okay.
I
Tim doesn't like
appreciated
good
it.
movies. He doesn't like them. No.
It's just not really my thing. I thought it was really well made. But it's
Sure,
No.
Tim.
about a girl fucking a fish man.
Fuck yeah, man. That's the greatest porn
You're
ever.
from Australia. Isn't that like your guys' like hobby? I don't understand. You're surrounded by
You
the
say
ocean.
it's not your thing. Is like good isn't your thing? Is that?
Oh, I know. We
Wow,
love
shots
choosing Tim. It's
fired.
fun. It's fun.
All right, so you go and Scream.
Yeah,
All right, Scott.
not happy about it.
Yeah, this one, because I love the first Creature from the Black Lagoon, seen it a very, very, very long time ago, so I remember really liking it. I'm gonna go Scream, even though I like 1 and 2. That's it. Because I've never seen any of the other
Just
sequels.
1 and 2.
Yeah, I can't stand 3, 4.
3's
just-
terrible. 3's the miss.
4 was
Yeah.
4 was okay, and then 5, I rolled my goddamn eyes so hard I seen my brain.
Well, I liked 5. I thought 5 Cream was good.
Oh, I couldn't. Oh,
Can I just quickly say, Rob calls Scream 5 Cream, and every
I didn't
time you
even
do
catch
that
that.
on your show, I fucking piss myself. I think it's so
I know.
funny.
It annoys the hell out of my co-host, so I do it.
That's
I-
why
I,
it's funny to me.
Yeah, Ghost is really upset too because I've taken to calling Scream 6 Cream, and she does not like that at all.
Aw, 6 Scream. We all scream for 6 Scream. I like that. I think it's clever.
Oh, it makes me laugh every time I hear you say that. All right, next matchup, we've got the Alien franchise going up against Scott's favorite franchise, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
So, Scott, you want to go first?
Oh, it's fucking Alien. The Alien franchise. I have a soft spot for everything except for the AVP films, and even the first one's entertaining. But yeah,
Yeah.
Alien is I think it was my number 2 all-time favorite horror film. So yeah.
Ooh, okay. Rob.
It's Alien. Alien is a great film. Aliens is a good film. The franchise kind of spins off after that, and that Prometheus and all that stuff. I just got lost in it. I was like, I have no idea what the hell's going on. But yeah, I mean, it wins by default though. I Know What You Did Last Summer is terrible all the way through. Everything is awful. None of those movies are good. I used to think the first one was good until I rewatched it within the last year, and I was like, oh. Wow, I didn't realize this sucked. Look, it's terrible.
I now realize how exactly old Rob is because he also thought that movie was good.
Yep.
At one point.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
and even that Amazon TV series that they made was awful. The only thing that was good about that was the hot chick who starred in it with the crazy eyes.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it,
an
they had a
Amazon
series.
Is there good kills in it?
I don't remember because it was who cares.
Because I remember in the Scream TV series, there was actually some really decent kills in it.
I
Yeah,
like
I
the
don't-
TV series. I thought it was
Yeah.
entertaining.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Scream TV series. I did not enjoy the I Know What You Did Last Summer TV series.
All right, so avoid it then. I'm guessing you're saying.
Yeah, although just find you can probably Google it. At one point, the hot chick who stars in it takes her shirt off. That's worth seeing.
Okay,
Um,
I'm googling it now.
Yeah, but yeah, Google that, find the timestamp, and go straight there.
Is there a part where Rob takes his pants off? Because Scott's gonna like that part more.
Fuck yeah. I'm taking my pants off right now. You kidding me?
Yeah. Oh, I know you are.
Heather, what would you choose, Alien or Last Summer?
Oh, Alien. Like that's not even a fair fight. Like
There we have it.
Right?
All
No
right,
more,
next
what are
we've
you
got...
waiting for?
I still do love that though. It's the best.
Yeah, and also we should pour one out for Rasta Jack Black from the second film in that series. That's fun.
Oh, I keep forgetting
shit.
about that.
Next up, we got Reanimator versus Phantasm. So
Fuck.
Heather, you want to go first?
You know, I liked Reanimator. I think that was a good film. I didn't watch any sequels though. Again, clearly I didn't know we had to do 18 fucking billion hours of homework for this show. Thanks, Tim. Because apparently there's a lot of movies I didn't know there were sequels to. So I'm gonna go with Phantasm because I've seen more of those, and I like the first one a lot. Boy. Sorry.
Scott?
All I gotta say is, when you die, you think you go to heaven, but you come to us. So, Phantasm. I do love Reanimator, but Phantasm, I fucking love that franchise.
All right, and Rob?
Wow. I'm a little shocked again. I would have taken Reanimator. I have now. Granted, I've only seen the first two movies in both franchises, and both of the Reanimator films are better than the Phantasm films, in my opinion. As a matter of fact, I think the sequel, Bride of Reanimator, is actually a better movie than Reanimator.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I guess I'll have to watch it.
Bride is a lot of fun. I will say that. It is a fucking blast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have picked that franchise, but you know, whatever. You guys can be wrong. It's fine.
It's all right.
You know,
Rob, I
Rob,
would've
I was
backed
really
you
beginning
there.
to like you, and I really don't like this heel turn that you're going back and forth between. I'm not sure what to write you as.
That's that's what I do to people.
Are you CM Punk? Is that?
No, he's the big show. He's the big show.
Hey,
He turns
hey.
face every
Right.
week.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Next, we've got the Mummy franchise versus Night of the Demons.
Ooh.
Rob.
Another hot take. I don't like Night of the Demons. Yep,
What?
I said it. I just don't.
Fucking finally.
I have watched it a few times and I just don't get it. Like I'm like, why do people like this so much?
Linnea Quigley puts lipstick in her tits.
Yeah,
Enough said.
yeah. She gives a better performance in the Return of the Living Dead.
True.
I have to go with plus the Mummy's got the Tom Cruise movie too.
Hey,
I don't know
you
if
guys know that Tom Cruise does his own stunts.
you beat me to it, Scott. Damn it.
Can ever escape that, can I?
I really enjoy the early Mummy, the Universal films. So I'll pick that, but you could have put anything up against Night of the Demons, and I probably would have voted for it.
Okay. Scott?
I am going with Night of the Demons because I do find the Universal Mummy movies boring for the most part. But Night of the Demons I find as like fun 80s and 90s trash. And it's just Night of the Demons is a traditional Halloween watch for me every year. I have to watch it.
Nice.
And then same with part 2. Part 3, but it still has its moments where it's entertaining. So yeah, I'm going Night of the Demons.
Wow, Scott went full on dick there.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, not only am I not going to vote for it, but I'm also going to talk shit about the Mummy on the way out the door.
Heather.
Oh, unlike Scott, I remember the great 1999 film with Brendan Fraser called The Mummy, and I've been on the ride, Scott, at Universal Studios, which I'm pretty sure you haven't gone on. So The Mummy.
I would only go on cool rides.
The Gremlins ride over and over again.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm gonna go with The Mummy just to be different, and I like Brendan Fraser. He's awesome.
Right.
Why are you
I think Tim's on my side on this one.
I am totally on Scott's side. The Universal Mummy monsters, I'm not like, they're my least favorite Universal monsters. I find them boring. I'm exactly the same with you. And then
You don't like any good movies anyway.
I do too. And then you got that 2017 piece of shit with Tom Cruise.
What about Brendan Fraser?
That's the only half decent one.
It's not.
And even then, I wouldn't call that that's more of an adventure movie.
You know what,
Yeah.
Tim? I can't wait to do a wrestling podcast together.
All right, let's go to the next matchup. This one's going to be quick. We've got the Conjuring universe going up against the Howling franchise. Rob?
The Conjuring universe is the single most overrated thing in all of horror.
Wow.
It has made up of 2,000 films, and exactly 2 of them are good. The Howling. It's the Howling.
Wow.
The Conjuring universe is garbage.
Wait, you've seen the Howling franchise, haven't you?
Yes. I would
Holy
much
shit.
rather watch that than the Conjuring universe with its 75,000 unearned jump scares.
Like a
All
bad
right, wow.
haunted house.
Scott?
So Rob, you and I are thinking the same thing because I fucking can't stand the Conjuring movies because they glorify the Warrens, who were kind of pieces of shit. And I will say I like the Annabelle trilogy, but that's just mediocre and entertaining. And the Howling, it's fucking werewolves, and it's bipedal werewolves, which are my favorite. And it's Joe Dante, who directed Gremlins. So, and then there's also the trashy My Sister's a Werewolf part Halloween 2 with fucking repeated clips of what's-her-face getting topless over and over and over again at the end credits. I mean, yeah, it's trashy, but it's fun.
I'm so shocked that this has gone this way. I thought everyone would just laugh and go The Conjuring. Heather? Voice of reason?
Conjuring.
There we
I like
go.
the Conjuring films. I agree with Rob. They are totally cheap jump scares, but
Yeah.
they're a guilty pleasure for me. I thought The Howling was fine. Like, it's fine. But if I was flipping through TV and I had to pick, Rob's like, "You were dead to me now, Heather." But I would probably stop on one of the Conjuring films because they're paint by numbers and a little bit more entertaining for me.
All right.
Ugh.
Well, the Howling franchise. The Howling franchise advances over the Conjuring universe. That's a hot take right there. All right. I'm pretty sure the Howling is not going to advance much further because
Probably not.
it's going up against one of these two. We've got the Insidious franchise versus The Exorcist. Heather?
I actually really like the Insidious franchise, but I do like The Exorcist too. I think The Exorcist is more classic. Yeah, I don't know. Like, The Exorcist kind of set a bar, and as much as I actually do like Insidious quite a bit, I think it's actually really cool, and I enjoy the story plot line. I think I gotta go in respect here and go with Exorcist.
All right. Scott?
I actually did just watch the entire Insidious franchise over the last couple of years, and yeah, surprisingly not bad. Though I mean, I kind of compare it to the Conjuring in the way that they plays out. But the Exorcist franchise has the original, which is a fucking bona fide classic, and part 3, which has just got one of the creepiest fucking moments in it ever, and it stars fucking Brad Dourif. I gotta go with The Exorcist.
All right. And Rob?
I would fall in line with these guys. The Exorcist, the original film, is one of my favorite horror movies. It's in my top 5 best horror movies ever. I absolutely love it. The second one is awful. The third one, though, makes up for it. It's not a great movie. It's just kind of really batshit crazy and fun.
Yep.
And I absolutely hate the Insidious films.
Man, Rob, do you just hate joy as well?
I just
do you not
hate
like happiness?
Like every time I watch those movies, I'm like, well, didn't Poltergeist do this a lot better? What am I watching this one for? I should just be watching Poltergeist.
Fair,
Wow.
Rob, that's fair.
And you like Happy Death Day. All right.
Those movies are genius.
Oh, Jesus. Next match we've got Evil Dead going up against The Final Destination. Rob, I'm going with you first because I know exactly where you're choosing.
Yeah, you may have heard me talk about Final Destination.
I did, yeah.
It is we all as a community, the horror community, have to get together and realize that these movies are not good. They're not good movies, and we need to stop pretending that they are. So yeah, no, there's no way that one's gonna win. Evil Dead, there's not a single miss in that franchise. I was worried that the television show was going to ruin it. Like when I heard they were, about Ash versus Evil Dead, I watched one episode and I was like, oh, I'm in on this thing all the way. The Evil Dead just does not miss. Even the remake, which is okay, I guess. It's good. It's hard for me to admit it because I'm waging a personal war against Fede Alvarez at the moment. We also at the same meeting when we decide that we need to quit pretending Final Destination is good, we need to decide to ban Fede Alvarez from movies, especially because the next thing he said in his sights is Alien, and just no, leave it alone. Anyway, it's Evil Dead.
All right, Heather.
Wow, I didn't know Rob just hated life. Rob, were you not a teenager in the 90s, Rob?
I was.
So why are you so angry at Final Destination, Rob?
Because
why are you so angry? And I know what you did last summer. Did you not have a good teenage time? Like, Rob, we can fix that. I'll come down with Smirnoff Ice, and we'll get really drunk on bad alcohol and watch these movies together.
Can we get some Zima and put Jolly Ranchers in them?
We absolutely can, Rob. And we can vomit all over the place when we're done. Just like we would have at 16. I think Rob has a really valid point. These movies aren't good, but Rob, I love them. Rob, I love them so much. And I love them more than Evil Dead. I know. I'm sorry, Rob. It's a problem. And I know you're trying to show us the light here, but I'm not ready to give up my addiction. And I'm going to go with Final Destination.
Wow. All right, Scott.
I think we just that's what you call a heel turn, folks.
I have to
Scott?
say, this matchup hurts my soul because
Aww.
I am with Heather because I do have love for I do have a love for Final Destination, but it's Evil Dead, and it's so I don't like I am like fucking torn here because yeah, I've grown up with Evil Dead, and I loved every single movie in that. I enjoy every single movie in Final Destination as well. And Final Destination 2, I've tripped on acid when I watched that for the first time, and that movie has never left my brain. Um, but I gotta go with my heart. It's sorry, Heather, but it has to be Evil Dead.
I knew it was gonna be Evil Dead. I always knew what it was gonna be.
Like this one I am fucking torn on. Like this hurt, but it is Evil Dead because I can't. It's so mean spirited and gory and it's Michigan based in a way, so I kind of have to go.
Michigan-based.
Yeah. All
You
right.
had me worried there for a minute.
Oh, trust me, like,
Man,
I
I've been
can tell
planning
by
this.
Tim.
I've been planning this with Tim for like a week now, and I'm going to have to leave in the middle of this call. Unbelievable.
Fuck. So Evil Dead advances over Final Destination. Next match, we've got Sleepaway Camp versus Halloween. Heather?
As much as I do enjoy the Sleepaway Camp series, I enjoy Halloween more. I even like 4 and 5. Unpopular opinion. Rob probably doesn't like that opinion because Rob doesn't like Joy. And
For the record, I like 4 a lot.
Oh, there you go.
Rob, I feel like we built a friendship bridge again between you and
I mean, 5 can fuck all the way off, but I do like 4.
That's fair. I'll take 4. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Halloween.
All right. Rob, what about you?
When you said Sleepaway Camp, I got real excited because I thought I was going to get to vote for that, and then you said Halloween. I mean, it's Halloween. It has to be.
Yeah. Scott?
So I will do the unthinkable. Sleepaway Camp 2 is my all-time favorite slasher. So I am going Sleepaway Camp because Halloween only has Halloween 1 and 2 in my eyes.
What about Kills? Halloween Kills?
Halloween blows.
Oh.
Evil
I'm
could have
just wondering-
died. Evil never died tonight, and I was.
Evil dies? Should we go to some like open night where we talk about our fucking trauma? For like
do you want to watch a
hours?
movie where? And do you want to watch a movie where they remind you over and over again about the original Halloween, which is 20 million times better?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about our trauma at open mic night, but we have to watch the Singing Mermaids first, or whatever the fuck that was.
Jesus Christ!
It's like I regret
Wow.
this show. This was
You're
a
talking
bad
about-
decision.
You're talking about Rob's favorite movie there, Halloween Kills.
My favorite
it is.
movie?
Haven't
No.
you seen it like fucking
I've
60,000
seen it.
times?
I have seen it a lot of times, yeah. But it's not my favorite movie. It's just I don't hate the movie. I give it a hard time, and I realize that it's not great. But it is a movie that I can just sort of put on and while I'm doing other things, and it's fine. It has a lot of problems, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like I rip on it, but at the same time, like yeah, it was fine. But no, just Halloween as a franchise, I just fucking can't stand it. It's like it should have just ended at part 2. Well, part 2, and then gave us our part 3 spinoff.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I will not stand for this Tom Atkins slander.
I mean, Tom Atkins in that mustache. Fuck yes.
Oh, it's
Yep.
glorious.
All right. Next, we've got Psycho going up against VHS. So, Scott?
Ooh. Fuck. I love VHS, but I also love Psycho. I think I'm gonna have to go Psycho here because yeah, once again, I think that's got 2 10 out of 10 movies and an 8 out of 10 and a 7 out of 10, where VHSs are all about 8s and 7s for me.
Well, there you go. Heather?
I actually really liked Psycho 2. That hit me in the feels. I really felt bad for him. I just watched that one this year for another podcast, and yeah, like bitches be bitchy. I was going to use the C word, but I'm not supposed to use that on podcasts. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Psycho. I agree.
Right, Rob.
Yeah, this is well, I hate VHS. I only like the first one, and I'm not even sure I really like that. And the one from the second one that everybody likes, the cult thing. Everybody loves that one.
Safe Haven. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the names of any of that bullshit. But I love Psycho. I mean, it's Psycho, and then Psycho 2 is amazing. Also, yeah, it's Psycho.
All right, Psycho advances. All right, next matchup we've got Lake Placid. That's right, there is a franchise on Lake Placid.
There is.
Versing Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Rob, let's go with you first.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I've only ever seen the first Lake Placid. I didn't need to see any more after that, I felt. And I'm guessing correctly.
Yeah.
I've seen all of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. The only ones I like are the original and part 2.
What about the new one?
Oh, that fucking movie. Oh, God damn it. I hated that movie so much. That's part of Freddie Alvarez's crimes against film.
9 out of 10 for me.
I don't understand you at all.
8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah!
I don't understand you either because that movie is terrible.
So good.
But it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, just for the original alone, it's better than anything that is in VHS.
Lake Placid.
Or Lake Placid. Is that what we're talking? Look, we're not all on Australia time, all right? It's not Wednesday afternoon for all of us. But yeah, Lake Placid, VHS, it's all the same to me at some point. One has Betty White, one doesn't.
All right, Heather.
So it's Lake Placid versus what?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Sorry, I'm a little buzzed and tired. Yeah, why didn't you like the most recent one, Rob? Like, are you angry?
No, because I like stuff that makes sense. It was dumb.
It's a Texas Chainsaw. Nothing in that series makes sense, dude.
I know, but we can't. They don't get a pass either. That's why the only good ones are the first one and the second one. Everything else in that franchise is garbage, including the new one, which is it. The only credit that I give the new one is that there are some shots in that movie that are beautiful. Everything else is just dumb.
You didn't like that bus scene? Are you gonna say?
No, I did like the bus scene. You're right. All right, so it gets the bus scene. So if the entire movie had been the 3 or 4 beautiful shots in a bus scene, I would have been happy. And cut off that stupid guy who says, "Oh, you're canceled, bro," or whatever. Get the fuck out of here. The movie was dumb.
I get that, but I love the movie. I think everyone's problems with it can be answered. I thought it was phenomenal. I had a blast with it. It's my favorite movie of the year.
Get out of here.
We got the areas that I agree with Tim. I enjoyed that movie too. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
We got one good Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie so far this year, and it's called X.
That's actually not
a
bad argument. Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Texas Chainsaw Massacre because I actually like the remake. Despite negative Nelly Rob over here.
I watched the remake fairly recently for a podcast, and boy, it was really bad.
Rob,
it's a bad movie.
It's not a bad movie, Rob.
So Rob hates Jessica Biel in a white tank top.
I love that, but it wasn't enough to save that awful movie.
Come on, that movie is so good.
Baby.
You know what? Like we gotta respect Rob's opinion. So I'm gonna go with Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
All right, Scott.
It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre because the one is a masterpiece. 2 is silly fun. I have a soft spot for 3 and 4, even though they're bad. I really enjoy the remake. I enjoy Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw 3D, yeah, and then the new Texas Chainsaw, yeah. So yeah, TCM.
Love it. Hear that, Rob?
I gotta get a hold
I
of
love
whatever
it.
you guys are smoking.
It's some good
Oh man,
shit,
you
man.
got
I
me
tell you.
Canada. It's legal.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's legal here in Michigan
Come
too,
on
man.
up,
We got
Rob.
some good
I'm
shit.
just across the border.
Yeah,
on
I'm down here in Indiana where nothing is legal.
See, that's why you live in a sad
Auntie.
state, or you would be happy more,
It's-
like more happy movies.
Yeah, we are a repressed people down here.
All right, next match we've got The Grudge, or John, whatever you want to call it, versus Wrong Turn. Heather?
Okay, are we talking the Japanese versions, or are we talking the American versions?
I think you can all put them in together.
Then The Grudge.
The Grudge?
Like that's not even a competition if we're putting them all in together. Look, I'm such a snob. I'm like,
I thought it would go this way. Rob, what about you?
I guess I'll get ready to make more enemies. I don't care for The Grudge. I have not seen the Japanese version to be fair. I've only seen the American versions. I don't understand why you find it so creepy, Tim, that sound. Because I remember
Can you
seeing
not?
the movie in theaters, and they did that so much in that movie that by the time the movie was over, every time it happened, I was just laughing my ass off. Like, are they going to do it again? Oh my God. And then that newest Grudge movie is
oh wow, yeah.
that's the only movie that I think I've ever seen where you could take the second like not the main character, but like the secondary character, cut them out of the film, and it wouldn't change anything at all. Like nothing. That movie is so bad. So I'm going to vote for the other one, which I don't even remember what it is now.
Wrong Turn?
Oh yeah, it's Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn's fun as hell.
Yeah, this one. If I was voting, this one's hard for me because I do enjoy the Wrong Turn films. But
Yeah.
Scott, we're gonna go with you, and you're gonna decide.
All right, so I will say the Japanese Ju-on, incredible. Original Grudge or the remake Grudge, incredible. Never seen any of the sequels, but I did watch the entire Wrong Turn franchise, and yeah, they are fun. They're not great. None of them are fantastic, but as a franchise, they're just like a solid, entertaining lineup of films. And I know Tim doesn't like it, but I also enjoyed the remake, so I'm gonna go Wrong Turn.
Wow, I did not see that coming. But that's
I
fine.
about
I
the
bet you've
remake.
seen me coming though.
High five, high five.
I agree with you. I do like hillbilly maniacs that kill people that are
Is it
deformed.
like a family reunion for you, Tim?
I'm gonna tell my 8 brothers and sisters that.
I'm gonna tell my sister wife that too.
All right. Next match, we've got the Blair Witch franchise going up against Sharknado. Scott?
As much as I bash on Blair Witch, it's going against Sharknado. So Blair Witch.
Oh, okay. Heather?
Yeah, I'm with Scott. Blair Witch.
Fuck, I should have chosen Rob first because I know where Rob's going.
You think you know where I'm going?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this one's tough because I love the Blair Witch project. I think it's a good movie. But everything else in that franchise is just junk.
I'm the exact opposite. Book of Shadows and Blair Witch 2016 I like better than the original.
Scott.
I kind of agree with Scott too.
Oh, Tim. What is happening?
It's a disease.
Yeah, it's something. So, what was the other one again? Damn it, I gotta pay attention. Blair Witch and what?
Sharknado.
Oh, Sharknado. Oh God. Look, I'm gonna pick Sharknado because I love dumb shark movies. I mean,
that's what I thought you'd pick.
Yeah, just give me a dumb shark movie and I'm in.
All right. Well, next we've got The Ring versus Children of the Corn. So, Rob, you want to take that?
Sure, why not? I don't like either of these franchises. If I had to pick one, I guess I would pick Children of the Corn. I recently rewatched The Ring. Well, I say recently, Jesus, like 7 years ago now. For the first time in a long time, and I just don't think it's very good. And The Ring 2 The only part of that I like is the hilariously bad CGI of like some elk or something that are hanging around at one point. It's so shitty. I don't like the Ring movies at all. So there you go.
Wow. Heather?
Oh, I don't know. Rob's wrong. So The Ring. And The Ring. I don't know. Rob just doesn't like fun. I don't know.
Speaking as your champion, Heather, I don't believe.
There it is.
Boom.
Rob's like, I got the belt, Heather. What do you have? I'm like, nothing. I don't have anything. Rob's right.
See.
Just move forward. I'm gonna go with the Ring franchise still. I don't care what Bully Rob says. It's fine. I'm gonna say the Ring.
All right, Scott.
So it was The Ring, and what was the other one?
Children of the Corn.
Okay.
It's becoming a real problem, isn't it?
It kind of is. Fuck. I don't really care for either of these franchises either.
Scotty.
Well, you know my take on The Ring. I find them okay. But Children of the Corn it's a terrible franchise. Like I've only part 1's okay, part 2's okay. I think I have to go Ring because there's just more that are better in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, sure. Look at the two podcast hosts. They're sticking up for each other. Look at that. Sticking together.
Like tag team. That's right.
All right.
Trust me, me and Heather disagree quite often.
Next one, we've got Prom Night going up against the Saw franchise. So,
Oh my
Scott, you
God.
want to take that?
Oh boy, yeah. Once again, two franchises I'm not the biggest fan of for the most part. I think I will have to go with, even though it hurts my soul to say it, Saw. Like I find Prom Night 1 good, part 2's silly, the rest is forgettable. Saw, they all just kind of blend together. Yeah, I think I just gotta go Saw.
All right. Rob?
Oh geez. Yeah, I'm sort of with Scott on the fact that I don't like either of these franchises. If I had to pick one though, it would be Prom Night. I do enjoy the first film, and the second one, Hello Mary Lou, Prom Night 2, I think is a lot of fun. The Saw movies, I just hate them, honestly. Like they're just like the first one is good, and then everything after that's just garbage. Like that's another thing we need to stop pretending is good. I mean, you know, and you've jumped the shark once Chris Rock shows up in your franchise.
All right, Heather, taking it home.
Oh, I don't really like the Saw movies at all.
So Prom Night.
Yeah, I agree with, like, fucking Jigsaw's so self-righteous, and like it gets to the point where he's like, you did not tip your server at the restaurant, so now you shall suffer in this trap. Like it's fucking over the top, ridiculous, and who the new apprentice is, and this oh man, I just want to ride the ride in England one day when I go back there. That's it. I want to ride the roller coaster.
Yeah,
There's
and
a Saw themed roller coaster, right?
Yeah.
Like a legit one. Yeah, there is one in England. Yeah,
oh,
the frogs
I don't like
should
Saw.
never go-
No, I don't like Saw or roller coasters, so I'm out all the way around on that. I'm never going back to England.
Come to Australia instead. You'll have fun here.
I
Fight
would love to visit
kangaroos.
Australia, although I've heard you guys have spiders the size of basketballs, and I'm not down with that.
I've never
They also
seen
have
one
drop
that size.
bears. Be careful for drop bears.
Yeah, the drop
That's
bears.
true. Drop bears will
The
get you.
what?
Drop bears.
They're
They're
made up
terrifying.
things that they tell tourists about.
Oh, see, I'm a dumbass.
Those
I'd have been
two
looking out for.
spoiler
Yeah.
They drop from
so-
trees. They're angry.
Anyway, yeah, the Saw movies, the whole formula just got. I had to watch the entire franchise for a podcast, and I had a week to do it. So I watched them all, like, you know, basically back to back to back, all the way through. And you start to see like the formula to those movies, and it's just like, all right, so this isn't happening now. They're just making me think it is. And then somebody's going to end up at the end of this movie in a dark room, and somebody's going to take a mask off and say game over and slam a door.
Actually, you summed up every single film quite well. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's what happens.
No
in
one
every one
actually
of them.
needs to watch one again, honestly. That he summed it up perfectly.
Jesus. All right. Next matchup, we've got the Underworld franchise, Kate Beckinsale, versus the Amityville Horror.
Oh
Rob?
man.
I've never seen a single Underworld movie.
Oh, wow.
So as much as I like Miss Beckinsale, I will have to go with the Amityville Horror.
All right. Heather?
Amityville Horror.
Holy shit. All right.
Yeah.
Scott?
Yeah, plot twist.
Triple plot twist. Amityville Horror, because the Underworld movies I find very forgettable. And I mean, I know there's like 30 fucking Amityville movies, but I mean, you got a franchise that just anybody can make a movie, and now there isn't. One of my friends from Michigan made a movie called Amityville Vibrator. So yeah, Amityville.
I
Wow.
saw that listed actually, and I pitched it for one of the podcasts I'm on, and it got shot down by everybody, and I was yelled at for pitching porn.
Oh, it is. It's pretty much like softcore porn, but it's fucking
Yeah.
great for low budget. It's entertaining. He had fun with it, and it's quite entertaining.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's out yet or not, but soon I hope to see Amityville in space.
Oh yes. Well, I think there's
Yeah.
also Amityville Karen coming out or something stupid.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw posters for that too. I don't know when that comes out either. But yeah, anybody can make a movie and call it Amityville, whatever the fuck they want. So
Might as well make one called Amityville Australia. It's about haunted
Right.
kangaroos.
yeah, and dingoes, fucking dingoes, man.
Goddamn dingo ate my baby.
All right. Last one for this round. We've got Friday the 13th going up against the Leprechaun franchise. So, Heather, you want to go first?
I actually like the Leprechaun franchise. I find it a lot of fun. I think it's a shame that the two of these went up against each other. But if I'm, it's hard to compete with the Friday the 13th franchise. It's such an easy franchise to watch. Rob probably hates it because he hates everything. But for the rest of us, enjoy life. I like the Friday the 13th franchise.
All right. Well, in saying that, Rob, where do you come in?
This feels like it was set up for me. Friday the 13th is my favorite franchise.
Oh, there we go.
And one of my co-hosts on one of the shows I do, his I don't know if it's his favorite or not, but he has this I don't understand it love for the Leprechaun franchise. So we argue about this kind of thing a lot. We also argue about whether or not Friday the 13th is my favorite franchise, but that's a whole different subject because they say the way that I talk about Halloween that's actually my favorite franchise. But I don't think somebody else gets to tell me what my favorite is. So yeah,
That's
no,
right.
this is Friday. Yeah, this is Friday the 13th all the way through for me. The Leprechaun stuff it's fun, and like there are some movies that I do really enjoy, like Leprechaun in Vegas or whatever the hell it's called. I like that one a lot, but for the most part, the movies I could take them or leave them. Friday the 13th, I rewatch probably. I rewatch the entire franchise probably 2-3 times a year.
Wow. Did you say 2 to 3 times a year?
So yeah.
Holy shit! Wow,
Yeah.
that is.
Well, I've got the Scream Factory box set that they put out. So it's like, oh, I'll throw on Friday the 13th, and then you just don't stop until you get to the end.
Fuck. All right. That's a. Wow, I don't even watch the Jaws franchise that much.
Yeah, and that's only
Scott.
got like a third of the movies.
Exactly. Scott, I know where you're coming from, but just say it.
Yeah, well, I'll say, I mean, the Friday Nightmares podcast, Nightmares was Heather's, Fridays with me, so Friday the 13th, baby, all the way.
There we go. All right. So back to the top now. Let's get harder. Nightmare on Elm
I
Street.
got hard, all right.
Nightmare on Elm Street versus Hatchet. Scott.
Think I still gotta go Nightmare on this, even though I'm not a fan of a lot of the sequels. Yeah, I think Friday the 13th, or not, Nightmare on Elm Street 1, 2, and 3 are still better films than Hatchet 1 through 4. So yeah, I'll go Nightmare.
All right. Heather.
Nightmare.
Nightmare. And Rob.
Yeah, Nightmare. I just think I love the Hatchet franchise. It's a lot of fun, but I mean, it's Nightmare on Elm Street, and that original film alone is better than anything in the Hatchet franchise. And I don't think the original film is the best in the Nightmare on Elm Street series.
Are you a fan of part 3?
I do like part 3, but I don't think that was the best either.
What is
Part
that?
2?
It's 6, isn't it? It's 6, right?
Yeah, yes, it is. I love 6.
Right.
No, the best movie, the best movie in the franchise, in my opinion, is New Nightmare.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's about legit.
All right. Dracula versus the Purge. Rob?
Dracula. I mean, the Purge shouldn't even be here.
Scott?
Yeah. Even though I chose Purge earlier, this is Dracula.
All right. And Heather?
Dracula.
All right. Next match, we've got Candyman versus Wreck. Heather, you want to go first?
Candyman.
All right. Scott?
The Candyman can.
And Rob?
We're running through this round, Candyman.
It's getting easier, actually. This next match is going to be hard for someone. We've got Gremlins versus Child's Play.
Fuck me.
Scott?
Oh, you asshole. Oh, shit.
Do you want me to come back to you?
No, I'm just gonna do it now. It's Gremlins.
Oh, shit.
Of course,
Wow.
it's Gremlins. It's
I thought you were
always
gonna.
fucking Gremlins.
All right.
It hurt my soul to do that, but it's Gremlins.
Child's Play. I hope we get rid of fucking Gremlins so we don't have to talk about it anymore.
Rob, who's going through?
Scott, I love Gremlins. I really do. But this is Child's Play.
Oh, we just hit Scott with a chair. I got hit from a chair from behind.
And I just throw my headset off and walk away. I am out.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one because I do like both of those franchises. Like I said, Gremlins, both of those movies are genius. But Child's Play, I mean, other than Seed of Chucky, there are no misses in that franchise.
Yeah, I was saying I can't honestly be mad at that because that was a tough one for me because but I mean Gremlins and Gremlins 2 are my all-time favorite movies of all fucking time. So
Why?
I am
Have you seen The Shape of Water?
I sure have.
Have you seen Jaws?
I sure have. Gremlins,
All right.
all the
Gremlins 2
movies that
still
Rob
stand
hates,
above.
which is a lot, by the way, just so we're clear. Rob hates half of the horror franchises that have ever been created.
I just hold people to a standard. That's all.
But I am so broken to see Gremlins go already.
I am really happy it's gone. Continue. Tim.
Fuck you.
I mean, if they made more, maybe it would have gone further. I don't know why they haven't made more Gremlins.
They're trying. I don't know what the holdup is. But
Because
they're
Scott
trying.
scared the main star of it at Border City Nightmares.
No, that was
And now-
Astronomicon, and I didn't scare him.
Astronomicon.
I fanned out a little.
Scott's like, at night I sleep with your DVDs. And it gets Mojo.
I pet my dog thinking it's you, Zach Galligan. I love you.
It's like, gee, why do I only have one dude at my table right now?
And why does he keep coming back?
All right. Next, we've got Paranormal Activity versus the Romero Dead. Scott?
Romero dead.
Rob?
Romero dead. I mean, what did that thing just move? I don't know. Maybe.
Heather?
Romero dead. That's kind of an insult. Like, if to go the other way, in all fairness.
Yeah.
All right. We got the Wolfman versus the Omen. Heather?
Oh. I like the Omen. I like the little kid. I think he's fucking creepy, and I enjoy the scene in the church. So, yeah, the Omen.
It's all for you,
All right.
baby.
Yeah.
Rob?
This one is kind of tough, but yeah, I think it's the Omen. I really just like that franchise quite a bit. And there are some, bad Wolfman movies.
Yeah. Yeah. Scott?
I'll give love to Universal here and give some Wolfman lovin's.
Nice.
Give him a scratch on the head.
At least he gets a pat.
He's a good boy.
All right, next we've got Hellraiser going up against Jaws. Scott, you want to take this?
Fucking hell.
Choose wisely, my friend.
Well, you're the dick that put Gremlins against Child's Play, so.
I thought Child's Play would have lost to Frankenstein's. That's not my fault.
Still blaming you. I'm gonna be salty like you were for the Jaws theme losing way back in the day.
Yeah. Remind me.
Fuck. Because this one's actually kind of tough for me. I think I gotta go with the one that I watched more, and sorry, Tim, that's Hellraiser for me.
Heather.
Who likes a movie about dumb sharks? Honestly.
Wow.
At least I apologized. Damn, he just went full fucking deal over here.
I know. It's because he won't have me on his wrestling show. Actually, I really like Jaws. I think this is a hard call. This comes down to personal preference. Both are, both have hits and misses in their franchise. But I'm gonna go with Hellraiser because I do enjoy it more. But you know what, Tim? All joking aside, Jaws is a great franchise.
Not good enough.
I'm sorry, Tim. I'm sorry.
Rob?
I can't believe Hellraiser has made it this far. Jaws would have been my pick. Not that it matters.
I should have asked Rob first.
You should have asked Rob first.
All right. Goodbye, Jaws. You made it further than I thought.
It made it as far as Gremlins, at least.
Yeah, that's true. Next up, we've got Poltergeist versus Puppet Master. So, Rob?
Man,
Rob?
it's Poltergeist.
Yep.
Are you guys there?
Yeah, we're here.
All right. Yeah. So that's another tradition. Whenever I record a podcast, my shitty internet craps out at least once. Poltergeist and Puppet Master?
Yes.
Poltergeist. Yeah.
Scott?
Yeah, I can't believe Puppet Master made it this far, so Poltergeist.
Yeah. Heather?
Well, it doesn't matter. But I would have said Poltergeist.
All right. Next, we've got the Scream franchise versus Alien.
Oh, my.
Sorry, Scott.
Alien, hands down.
All right. Rob?
I think I'm a bigger Scream fan than everybody here. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna take Scream.
Ooh, okay.
Well, I'm going to take Scream too, Rob, so don't you worry about
God
it.
Holy
damn it.
shit!
No!
But Rob
Wow.
can give
Yeah,
his reasoning.
I think Scream's it's just solid all the way through. Like I said, for me, there's one miss in the franchise, and that's Scream 3. I don't know what the hell they were doing with that movie. But the rest of them are like Scream 4 is not great, but it's good. I thought 5 Cream was really good. I don't know what's wrong with you people.
5 Cream.
So yeah, I mean, the Alien franchise. I don't know. The first 2 are amazing, and then everything after that, I'm just kind of like, it kind of gets a little lost.
First 3 are amazing.
Which one's the third one? See, I don't even remember which one that is.
That's
Is that the one
on
Fincher
Prison
directed?
Planet. That's the Prison Planet, and
Yeah.
it's the Dog Alien.
Oh yeah. No, it's okay.
I haven't liked Resurrection.
Yeah, I like
Swimming is
Resurrection
also
too.
fun. All right, well, doesn't matter.
God damn it! 2 of my all-time favorite movies are gone already. Fuck.
That
I am
one
so
was
happy.
tough though.
Scott, you
That
chose
one was
Alien. You chose
Yeah.
Alien. Everyone, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. All right, next we've got Phantasm versus the Mummy. Rob.
I'm gonna take the Mummy, even though I know Scott's gonna shit all over it.
Scott.
Rob is right. Screw the Mummy. It's boring. Give me boy any day. Give me that Phantasm.
Heather.
Fantastic.
Oh, okay.
What?
No, Rob. It's because you don't like Joy. And
You guys are picking on me all of a sudden. I don't
No,
like
we
that.
are.
You
We're
voted
bullies.
against Gremlins, Rob. I'm holding
Yeah,
this
I
against
did.
you.
I did, and Aliens.
Yes.
All right. Next, we've got The Howling versus The Exorcist. So, Heather.
The Howling versus The Exorcist. Well, this is easy. The Exorcist.
Okay. Scott.
This is easy. The Howling. No, of course. Yeah, The Exorcist.
Okay. Rob.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that either franchise as a whole are really great. So if you're looking at the first two movies, which are both amazing, it's The Exorcist is the better film. So I'll take that.
Okay. This next one is, yeah, it's a big one. We've got Evil Dead versus Halloween. Rob, you want to go?
I have to pick one. I can't abstain.
I'm sorry.
I love I'm going to pick Halloween. I love the Halloween franchise. I mean,
damn it.
It's a franchise that has 4 different timelines, 3 different movies named Halloween. I mean, it's just amazing.
It's retarded. Again, hate that word, but it's God, I hate it so much.
What do you hate about it though? I mean,
Nothing. He's just trying to argue with you because he likes Evil Dead, like a weird amount because it was filmed in Michigan. He's weird.
but I love Evil Dead. There are no misses in Evil Dead. There are misses without a doubt in Halloween, but given the choice of which one I would rather watch, it would be Halloween.
And I'm mad because I already know where Heather's going, so I'm fucked.
I'm going to your mama, Scott, is where I'm going.
Ooh. Well, Scott, Scott, where are you leading?
Oh, it's Evil Dead 100%. Bruce Campbell is God. And I am so sad because I know it's not going to go through, and it's another favorite of mine gone.
Heather, what are you taking?
No, he's right. I'm going to go with Halloween.
God damn it.
I would have put money on Evil Dead to win this whole thing.
Oh, fuck. Good thing you
Yeah,
didn't.
I am so fucking
Rob says it right. It doesn't have a flaw in the franchise.
I don't think
It's
I don't
just
think
a
any of
Heather
the
thing.
I don't think any of the peaks in Evil Dead are as high as Halloween.
Halloween peaked at 1 and then fell asleep. Evil Dead stayed peaking.
No, I mean, well, even if I agreed with that, I will say this: Halloween is a perfect film in my opinion. It is. It's always a weird question when people ask me what my favorite horror movie is because I say The Shape of Water and then they say, "Oh, it's not a horror movie." So then I say, "Fine. If you don't want to count that as a horror movie, then it's Halloween." And I think the second film is really good and is close to being as good as the original, even though they introduced that stupid sibling subplot.
Yeah.
The third one is amazing. The fourth one is good. And then it kind of goes downhill. You're right. All right, fine.
Yeah,
So you're sticking with Halloween?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Halloween. Of course I am.
God damn it, my soul is crushed.
Wow. Goodbye, Evil Dead. Did not
Tom
see that
Atkins
coming.
doesn't show up in Evil Dead once.
You should.
All right. We've got Psycho going up against Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Rob?
Psycho.
Heather?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Damn it, Heather.
Yeah, that's
Scott?
right,
Fuck. I think I gotta go Texas Chainsaw.
Yes.
You dirty dogs.
Yeah.
I
All
don't want
right.
to hear it, Rob. 3 of my favorites are gone because of you.
All right. I mean, the only solace that I have in this is that awful Psycho remake is gone.
That's
yeah,
true.
that's true. That's true. All right, next we've got the Wrong Turn franchise going up against Blair Witch. Scott?
Wrong Turn, 100%.
Rob?
Yeah, it's Wrong Turn as a franchise.
Wow.
It's just much more fun. I mean, I love like I said, I love the first Blair Witch Project movie, but I mean, as the entire franchise, it's got to be Wrong Turn. It's just more entertaining.
All right. And Heather?
Wrong turn. I think these guys said it all.
Wow. All right.
And I lived in West Virginia for a year, and I can tell you Wrong Turn's damn near a documentary.
Yep.
Nice.
I have family out there, and they all live in the hills, and yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say anything more. All right. We've got The Ring versus Prom Night. Heather?
I like the Ring movies more.
All right.
Yeah.
Rob?
Ring is still overrated like it was the last time around. It's got a stupid horse jumping off a boat or something. I don't know what the hell's going on with
You know,
that.
maybe you need to watch
I-
the Japanese originals, Rob.
And
you know.
so whatever the other one was.
Prom
What was it?
Prom Night.
Prom Night. Yeah, all right, we'll do that. Even though Prom Night has that awful remake, that remake at least had the decency to cast Idris Elba in it.
Oh God, I forgot about that remake. Oh God.
Scott?
We covered
Well,
it, Scotty.
who's advancing?
God, I don't care for either of these franchises that much. So, well, I think I gotta lean towards Prom Night because it does have Hello
Whoa.
Mary Lou. Prom Night 2.
All right. And the last one, we've got Amityville Horror versus Friday the 13th.
Yeah, we already know where this is going. Amityville Horror. No.
Is anyone here taking Amityville Horror?
No.
Heather?
No.
Okay.
No.
Friday the 13th advances. All right. Let's get back to it. Nightmare on Elm Street versus Dracula. Rob?
Oh, this is kind of tough. I'll take Nightmare on Elm Street.
All right.
I'm not real confident in that though. There have been some bad Dracula movies, but there have been some bad Nightmare movies too.
Yeah. Scott? Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm good.
Scott?
I'm thinking of this one. Because with Dracula, we're even counting the Hammer film Draculas too, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I gotta go Dracula on this. I mean,
Oh, shit.
Christopher fucking Lee is gonna push it over for me on that one.
All right. Heather?
Oh, Nightmare. Yeah, fuck you, Scott. And your lack of taste.
I'm going against both you and Rob now from here on out.
Yeah, not necessarily.
It's every
You
man
never
for
know.
himself.
Yeah.
All right. Candyman versus Child's Play. Heather?
Ooh, that is a tough one.
God damn it.
Gosh darn. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Candyman because I like the original and I really enjoyed the readaptation last year, so that's what I'm gonna go with.
Shit. Rob?
Oh, I was really hoping you'd go to Scott.
I can if you want me to.
I just thought maybe he would make the decision and then I wouldn't have to. Because man, that is tough. I think it's going to be Candyman. I think I love that first
Wow.
movie so much. I like I like Farewell to the Flesh, the sequel reboot, whatever the hell that thing was that just came out was really good. I like the character of Candyman more than I like Chucky. Yeah, it's Candyman for me.
All right. Scott?
Chucky gives both of you the big middle finger as he leaves. God damn it. Another one of mine gone.
Scott's
Another
the,
one bites the dust.
Scott's the me in this episode where nothing's
Yeah,
going
I
his
feel
way.
you on this one, Tim. Jesus Christ.
All right. Next one, we got the Romero Dead versus the Omen. Scott?
Why do I even bother anymore? Romero's dead.
He sure is dead. Rest in peace.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Too soon.
Sorry, I had to go there. Rob, where are you leading?
Romero's dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heather?
Romero in the house.
Okay. Next one, we got Hellraiser versus Poltergeist. Heather?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hellraiser just because Rob doesn't like it, and I
Solid
feel
logic.
like Rob needs to learn to like good movies, and I feel like that we have been brought together on this podcast to help Rob find joy and Cenobites and torture. So, Hellraiser.
Get that pleasure. Get
All
that
right.
pleasure.
Yes,
Rob,
absolutely.
Rob, your reply?
I'm astonished that we are still talking about either one of these franchises, to be honest with you. But I voted, I think, against Hellraiser in every single round, and it still somehow manages to win. I'm still going to stick with that trend and vote for Poltergeist.
All right, Scott, you're the deciding factor.
And Rob, you're going to have to continue voting for it because Hellraiser, baby.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, you know how I feel now.
All right,
Feel
let's
it.
go with Scream versus Phantasm. Rob, you want to go first?
Scream.
Yeah, I knew it. God damn it.
Scott?
Phantasm. Goodbye, Phantasm. I love you.
Heather?
Scream.
God damn it. God fucking damn it.
This is so entertaining for me, I must say.
I'm glad you're having fun.
Oh, I'm so angry right now.
All right, we got The Exorcist going against Halloween. Scott, you can go first.
Fuck you, Halloween Exorcist.
Heather?
Halloween. That was tough, though.
Rob?
It's not nearly as tough for me as it was for Heather because I think the original Exorcist is an incredible film, but the rest of the franchise doesn't hold up to it. Halloween.
Halloween. Could we see Halloween be in the finals? We'll find out.
Oh, please, God, no.
Next up, we've got...
I don't know what your problem is, sir.
Oh, I love the first two and part 3. That's it.
He just doesn't like Buster Rhymes, and I like him because he gave us
I hate
more.
Resurrection. That's the worst one in the franchise.
Buster Rhymes is
garbage.
my hero.
Agreed.
Buster
The
Rhymes.
the whole Cult of Thord storyline is a thorn in that fucking franchise's side. Fuck that shit.
All right. Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Wrong Turn. Rob?
Wrong Turn.
Shit. Scott?
It's more fun. I can't even say anything else about this Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It is what it is. The original film and the second one are great. Everything else is garbage. At least with The Wrong Turn, it's consistent throughout, and it's always fun.
All right.
Yeah, Texas Chainsaw for me because it's got the first one, which just dominates the entire franchise. Wrong Turn, unfortunately.
Heather, you're deciding factor.
Texas Chainsaw.
Yes. All right. And last, we've got Prom Night versus Friday the 13th. Anyone voting for Prom Night?
No.
Mm-mm.
Nope. Okay. All right. We're getting close to the end here. We've got Nightmare on Elm Street versus Candyman to make it to the top 4.
Motherfucker.
Ha ha ha!
Scott, you want to go first?
Just because I know this is a tough one for both of you two, it just makes me happy.
Wow, Scott, you got really dark in this episode, huh?
Oh, I am so salty right now. You have no fucking idea.
So salty.
Oh, let's see. This is a tough one, though, because I do love both these franchises to an extent. I think I got to go Candyman, though, because, Freddy Krueger just becomes too much.
All right. Heather?
Sometimes you just got to listen to your heart, and sometimes your heart isn't right. My ex-boyfriends show that. But I'm going to go with Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, Rob, your deciding factor here.
This one is not a tough decision for me. I am picking Candyman.
Oh, shit.
I think that Candyman only has the one bad film in the franchise, in my opinion. There are numerous bad Nightmare on Elm Street films. 2 is terrible. 5 is terrible.
Oh, 2 is great.
5
I agree
is terrible. 6 is terrible. There's a lot of that remake. Oh, good Lord. It's Nightmare on Elm Street's a solid franchise, but it's not Candyman.
Wow. So we're not going to get Freddy versus Jason. All right.
That would have been pretty cool, actually.
We've got the Romero Dead versus Hellraiser. Rob, what do you choose?
I'm going to go with Romero's films, the good ones.
Heather.
Romero.
Whoa, there
I
we
will
go.
with Romero. Yep.
Scott.
Yeah, I think I have to go the Romero Dead.
There you are, Rob. Hellraiser has been eliminated.
Thank God.
All right. Scream versus Halloween. Scott?
Oh, God, which one of these franchises do I hate more?
I was going to say, I think this is tough for Scott, but for the opposite reason that normally
Yes.
we run into.
Because I find them both so mediocre. But I think I
You're
got.
mediocre.
I love this banter.
I think I do have to go, as much as it hurts me to agree with it now, but I do have to go with Halloween because the original is in there and that tops anything Scream has ever done.
Whoa. Okay.
Wow.
Heather?
Man. Shit, Scotty. Shots fired. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Scream because Scott didn't choose it. And and I like the Scream films. And Rob, I like 3 because I choose joy. And I
Three
think
is
it's
so
fun.
stupid.
Yeah, so's 5, Rob. So's
No,
5.
it's just dumb.
Yes, it is,
Jay
Rob.
and Silent Bob show up for no
Yeah.
fucking reason. Just like, what
They
the
show
hell?
up because they're doing a tour of the set, Rob.
And Randy's sister
they
just
would be
pops
there.
out of a random RV for some fucking reason. It's
Look,
so
Randy's
dumb.
sister's
Randy's
randomly
sister's
in
in
the
part-
5th one too. Anyway,
Yeah, I'll
this
say,
is
she
not
pops
a
out
Scream,
2 babies.
Scream review.
Yeah,
Pops
she-
out twins.
Yeah, she shows up in 5 Cream. I know.
5 Cream. I love that you call it 5 Cream. Actually,
We had the
Best thing ever.
we had the writers of 5 Cream on Slasher Radio, and I asked them why they didn't title it 5 Cream, and my co-host, you could see smoke coming out of his ears. He was so pissed.
man, like Rob's a famous podcaster. What's he doing with us on here? We would never get the writers of Scream 5 to come on our podcast.
They were good guys.
Shit.
It was a fun interview, and they told me this, and that they actually wanted to call it 5 Cream, and that's what they called it on set. And somebody had shirts made up, and I found one of the cast wearing one of these shirts, a picture of it later. But it's Ghostface holding 5 bottles of cream.
Are you fucking?
Are you
kidding?
serious?
Like,
Yeah,
are you?
yeah.
Are you? Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
That
I
is
think that wins.
amazing.
That wins actually the entire podcast tonight.
Yeah.
That wins.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to 6 Cream, or 5 Cream Part 2, whatever you want to call
And then
it.
we all scream for 7 Cream.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. See what I did there?
I did.
It should have ended at Cream.
Scott always ends
Um,
at Cream.
So, Rob, we've got your deciding factor on this.
And what is it again? See, I bullshit so much I forget.
Yeah, it's easy.
Scream versus Halloween.
Halloween.
Oh, Scott.
I know.
Yeah.
I was screwed either way on this one.
I was gonna say at least it got Scream out of there for you, Scott. I mean, I like Scream a lot, but I don't know. It's just not Halloween. I'm sorry. It's it's got the stupid 3rd movie, which makes no
In
sense.
Halloween, you gotta be fair, is the one that pretty much brought in the slasher genre that Scream is making fun of now. So
Right. I mean, they even
True.
they're watching the original Halloween in the party in Scream at Stu's
True.
house. I mean, it's
Yep.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
can't beat the original.
This one I
Oh
feel is
shit,
gonna.
that's the line from Sydney says that, doesn't she? In one of them, she says, "Don't fuck with the original."
Yeah.
Yep.
she does say that.
4th.
Oh, that
Um,
one's not a Scream movie in my opinion.
This next one's gonna hurt me because we've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre going up against Friday the 13th. Rob,
All right, is everybody listening?
go for it.
Because you sons of bitches better do the right thing here. All right. This is Friday the 13th, all day, every day.
Scott?
I mean, Friday Nightmares. Friday. It's Friday the 13th.
There
I
we
have
go.
to. I mean, it's It is the one thing left I can still champion on this list.
Heather, where would you fall?
Well, it doesn't matter, Tim, but I would have chose Friday the 13th as well.
Damn it. So Texas had no chance.
I like Texas, so
Yeah.
it's my
Goodbye,
side.
Texas.
I don't like Texas as a state, but I do like Texas
No.
Chainsaw.
No one likes Texas as a state. Except for
No.
Lance. We all like Lance. Love you, Lance.
Yeah, Lance is cool.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Lance?
Lance
Lance
Lance.
Stanford.
Horror
From
Returns.
the Horror Returns.
Oh, okay.
podcast. He's from
Alright.
Texas. And
Alright.
he's smart.
And he's funny.
I feel like that was a shot at me. I'm smart and funny too.
Yeah, but aren't you from Chicago?
Indiana.
No, I'm from Indianapolis.
Oh, Indiana. Sorry.
All right. We are down to the final 4 here. So, this is going to be interesting. I think I know who's going to win, but I could be wrong. So, let's start it. We've got Candyman versus Halloween. Scott.
Is this an easy one for you, Scott?
Well, I mean, Halloween is one of my all-time favorite slashers, the original. But comparing it to everything else in the franchise with what is in Candyman, think I do have to go Candyman.
Right. Rob.
All right. Sorry, Scott, you're wrong. The correct answer is Halloween.
No, it ain't.
Shit. Well, Heather has the correct answer here.
Yeah, the
She's-
correct answer is Candyman, Rob.
Holy
Don't
shit.
fuck with
Oh, shit.
What the fuck just happened?
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my god! Oh my god! They have a
Heel
chair.
turn.
So Candyman advances to the final.
A quarter of the Candyman franchise sucks.
Yeah, and what was it? 7/8 of the Halloween movies suck.
I'm too
Nice.
tired to do that kind of math right now.
Yeah, I
just
can't
like
do that kind of
Candyman
math.
more.
There's all these movies, there's different storylines. I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go with the next one. Romero's
feel
Dead
vindicated.
franchise. The Dead franchise versus Friday the 13th.
Oh shit!
Oh, sorry, Scott. Did I ask you? Oh, yeah, everyone chose. That's right.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th versus the Dead.
Oh
Scott?
my god!
Well, as much as I do love the Dead trilogy and think the others are okay, I enjoy everything that is in Friday the 13th. This is my Halloween, so Friday the 13th.
All right.
Even Jason Goes to Hell.
Even Jason Goes to Hell, I enjoy the shit out of.
Wow. All right.
The only
That's
one
a
I'm
fan.
not a fan of the most is Jason X, and I still will watch it.
Jason X is a banger.
Oh, it is a sci-fi movie, and it's just like it's.
It
like
was filmed
sci-fi
at a
TV
paintball
channel.
place in Toronto.
Yeah,
It wasn't
looks
really,
like
but it looks like it does. It was filmed
Yeah.
in Toronto, but I don't think it was filmed at a paintball
I
place.
like Jason
But-
X.
But it does have a an appearance by David Cronenberg, so that
Yeah.
kind of boosts it.
That is true. Rob, who are you choosing?
Friday.
What, Heather?
Friday.
Fuck. All right. Say goodbye to George A. Romero.
Bye bye.
I mean, honestly,
And-
he made it this far on the strength of 3 movies, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
That is pretty good. All right, we are down to the last matchup of the night. What is the best franchise between the Candyman franchise versus Friday the 13th? Here we go. We're going to pick Heather first.
It's Friday the 13th. Like it is.
Straight
That's
up,
why I like
all right.
Candyman. It's Friday.
All right, Scott.
Yeah, it's Friday the 13th. I mean, I'm honestly shocked Candyman made it this far altogether with all the other franchises out there. But
Funny because you voted for it last round when it was up against the Halloween, which is a perfect franchise.
well,
I'm not
I mean, it
shocked
was.
because it's better, and Rob doesn't like it.
I would say it was up against the garbage franchise. So
Wow.
Well, Rob-
Oof.
Rob, does Friday the 13th make it clean or?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
I love the Candyman movies, and there's not a single film in the Friday the 13th franchise that is as good as the original Candyman. but there's not a single Candyman film that's as fun as all of the Friday the 13th.
Yes.
That's fair. That's fair. So that concludes it. Friday the 13th, in your opinion, is the best horror movie franchise. Just quickly, Rob, you said that Friday the 13th was your favorite franchise. Is that right?
Yeah.
Scott, yours is also Friday the 13th?
It is top 5 contender. Like, it used to be my all-time favorite, but then Child's Play kind of dawned on me that it became one of my favorites as well. So, yeah, it's tied. It would probably switch every time I think about it.
Okay. And Heather, what's your favorite franchise?
That's a really hard question, to be honest. I actually really do like the Final Destination films, as much as we joked
for
about
God's
that tonight. I do enjoy them.
We're having a meeting.
Like, I have a hard time saying this is my favorite. I honestly do. But if I'm going to go to my first love, it's probably The Nightmare on Elm Street. That being said, I think there's a lot of really great franchises out there. That just happens to be the one I fell in love with first.
Nice. And my favorite is Jaws, which didn't make it anywhere.
But
We
that's
all
fun,
know.
though. I like the Jaws franchise, Tim. I do.
love
I
it.
enjoy them.
Hey,
I think they're
and
fun
you should feel proud because Jaws of the Revenge got plenty of love on this show.
Yeah,
I know.
Film. It's not as
Thank you, guys.
know,
Not you, Rob.
Yeah.
I was going to say three-quarters of this show is delusional. Yeah.
Look, just because you live in a sad state doesn't mean
I live in a state where they should have moved to escape a shark because we're landlocked. Instead, they went to the fucking Bahamas, which makes no sense.
That's
Fair
true.
point.
That's
Fair
true.
point.
All right, so that concludes this episode of Horror for Dummies, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Rob, give the listeners a little plug of who you are and what you do.
What I do is pretty much what you just heard. You can find me on Twitter at RadioRob123. You can listen to my podcasts, This Horror Life and Slasher Radio, wherever you are listening to Horror for Dummies.
Do it. And I highly suggest you guys listen to these shows because they're fucking amazing. I love your two shows are actually in my rotation of favorite podcasts. So
Thank you.
give them a listen. Scott and Heather, what about you guys? What's coming
You
up
better
next?
fucking say the same thing about our show, Tim. That's all I know right now.
Oh shit!
Right?
I just
Better
realized
be-
that you dropped the next episode, the German horror.
Yeah,
so
you
I've
better have
got
already
it.
been listening to it while we've been doing this. So when Scott can get the promo, but we have a new show coming up that I'm going to promo after Scott does Friday Nightmares.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So yeah. So yep, you can check us out on the Legion Podcast Network. We are the Friday Nightmares. Search us up under KTC Presents the Friday Nightmares podcast. But yeah, like Tim just said, we dropped an episode just earlier tonight or earlier today for Tim, and we are doing a theme that we've been continuing for pretty much this entire year called Horror from Around the World, and we focused on 4 different German films this time around. So we did Nosferatu 1922, Funny Games 1997, Good Night Mommy, and Cold Hell. And yeah, so we are just going to continue this for a little bit. Then once we wrap this up, I think that is kind of what Heather is talking about or referring to. Am I right?
Oh no, I'm talking about our new show, The Purge of I Know What You Did Last Summer, Final Destination, that we're going to have Rob on it. And all we're going to do is make Rob watch those movies.
Oh, God, that's my personal hell.
It's gonna be a commentary. You guys can find it wherever you find Rob's show. It will be great. You like him angry? You're gonna see him even more angry. Does it sound like a good idea, Rob? You
Yeah,
down?
it's perfect. Yeah, it's awesome.
And that was
That
the
is
last time
amazing.
I was ever on the show with Rob. Never again.
Well, speaking about both you and Rob and Scott, a little plug for myself here. Wrestling for Dummies is a spin-off show that me and the Stupid Mushroom do. And if you're not checking that out, it's either because you don't like wrestling or that you don't know about it. But Rob is our reigning defending listener champion. Called he holds the Hungy title.
That's right. That's right. You
Right.
can see me. You can see me in the main event, and these other two will be down in the mid card somewhere.
Oh, big card. I'm in the after. I'm in, what is it, the dark?
Yeah, I'm in
Hey, at
the
least
AEW
We can
dark.
call you a jobber.
Yeah. I'm the security guard that got beat up by Warlord this week. That's what Scott and I are. Those guys.
Hey, actually, since I've got you guys on here right now, I'm going to let you guys decide the fate of Wrestling for Dummies. Do we bother watching Forbidden Door or not?
Oh, I'm gonna watch it the day after.
Yeah, so
through
I'd
a
say
friend.
do it.
Yeah.
So should we cover it?
Though half of us will have to not know it. None of us watch New Japan, so that should be
Yeah.
entertaining.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm on the fence about whether or not I'm even going to watch it, to be honest with you, because I don't know who the hell any of these people are. I don't care. I just
Well, you
want to
know
get this
Kenny
over
Omega's
with and
gonna
get on to
show up,
All
right?
Out.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega will be there. This is where
Yeah.
he'll make his return for
Yeah, I'll say
sure.
because I mean he did start off in New Japan, so
And he
Yeah,
went
I
back
just-
to
I
it.
don't I don't want to pay
Yeah.
$50 to watch this thing.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's what I'm thinking too. That's the same thing. But
yeah, I just
don't know.
pirate.
What did you say, Scott?
Said I just pirate.
Oh,
Yeah. Arr.
eh.
Yeah, I don't know, Tim. It's up to you. Like at the end of the day, you gotta decide if you want to like cover it or not. It is a wrestling event. You could always just do a prediction episode and then do a results. Like you could read
Yeah.
the results. Like
I mean,
it's not like you can't get that info.
The reason I'm
anything, though-
thinking I might get it though is it's going to probably be a good show. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
the matches will be great. It's going to be better than anything WWE does this year.
Yeah, well, that's a definite.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, Tim: if you don't do that pay-per-view, you guys should do cover Blood and Guts then, just for something special.
We could.
Because
Yeah,
Scott and
actually.
I are going. That's why he wants.
Well, no,
to.
I mean, plus it's a unique type of show for AEW too.
That's true. I could have you guys on talking about your experiences at the show.
Oh, man, I'll just be
yeah.
ham.
Yeah, I'll say Heather probably won't remember it.
Trying to hit on the wrestlers. That's probably people.
Heather's gonna be pulling a fucking pipe bomb like MJF, and she's gonna get in the ring and just start cursing out Tony Khan, and we're gonna be like, I don't know her.
No, I'm gonna be cursing out Rob.
Yes, there we go.
You have to film it and
Up
post
for
it on
your
the Facebook
title.
page.
Oh, you know I would. We would be tagging Rob in it too.
Definitely. All right, guys. We'll leave you at that. We'll be back next week with something different. I haven't decided yet, but until then, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's probably like 3 a.m. where you are right now, or 2 a.m., and I apologize.
Yeah, it's
But
actually
I hope
like
you guys
quarter
had
after
fun.
1, so it's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd still be up anyway.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, thank you guys. Anyway, this is it for Horror for Dummies. We'll catch you next time. Dip!
I walk the line